Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to A Good Snowman is Hard to Build. It is very hard. I spent like 15 minutes off camera looking at this puzzle since the last time, and had pretty much convinced myself that it was impossible. And so I decided there must be another mechanic, and I'd kind of seen this mechanic before, but the discovery that I needed is if I take a break and go pop over here, I can still be in the middle of the puzzle. These are still in the same position, and now I have the ability to push this back to the north. So, being pinned against the south edge is no longer the problem that I thought it was going to be. And so I can, in theory, free the other snowball that's pinned against the south edge from being there. And so what are the implications for that is now what I need to work out. Because I'm fairly certain that this will be important to solving the puzzle. It does give me some ability to clear out like more spaces with the snowball than I was previously able to do. But I'm not sure what like the series of moves is that I'm going to need. So let's just try like some probably wrong things just to get a sense. If I go in here and suppose I pin this guy against the left edge or whatever, I can now go, oh, I can't get around. Oh, no, I can. Get back around to the bench. Oops, except for I didn't want to push this one around. Everybody's already the size they need to be, which is probably already too problematic. Yeah, it is. In actually a variety of different ways. So this still isn't going to work. So what if instead I start by mopping up snow from this side, and then what? I want to get around to the south side around the left end and then use the bench somehow, but I'm not sure how. Suppose this goes here. Suppose I'm building both of the snowmen to the north, which I think is plausible. So I've got 2 large snowballs already. I've got 1 medium snowball. I can still make 1 more medium snowball. Oh dear. Which I'm already kind of committed to. Is that true? Not necessarily, because, no, necessarily. Before I did all of this, here's an idea. Suppose I transferred the snowball over here, I think. So if I move you here, oops, didn't mean to do that. And here, and then push you here, I can now, this is at least vaguely interesting. I can now sit on the bench, take a little nap, walk over to the picnic bench over here, reapproach from the south side, and I've made one of my snowmen already. This is still not enough to salvage this, though, but it's getting close. So there's a snowman. But now the problem is snow must be accumulated on both of these guys, regardless of what I do, it looks like. If I hadn't pushed that guy all the way in the corner... Oh, interesting. If I undo... Am I going to undo through... I can't even undo. Interesting. It just brings me back to here, and that's as far as I can undo. So I'd have to reset the puzzle. Okay, I'm willing to do that. I think I am learning things. So, mopping up a bunch of extra snow with this guy feels like a good opening move. And then I want to get to the left to push the guy to the north. But it did feel like... I start with 3 little guys. 2 accumulations make a big guy, 1 makes a medium-sized guy. So I have 6 accumulations I can spend. I've already spent 3 of them. I'm definitely going to spend a 4th on this guy down in the bottom. And I have to spend 1 with the guy up top, it looks like. Yeah, the upper left little one is extremely problematic. There are many problems. This is quite difficult. I need to use the bench as a way to get from left to right, I think. So I need... Oh, yeah. If I reset, I kind of want snowballs accumulating here. Well, but I need to walk around the top to get to the bench. Like, I have 1 of the key insights. Well, suppose I do actually start like this. The 1 key insight is that I can re-enter the puzzle from the bench. The other key insight... Is there any way... I don't even know what I want to ask. I can push this guy to the left. Doesn't help me a whole lot. Okay, so one thing I know is I can get some extra mop up by doing this and then re-entering the puzzle. And so are there other things along those lines that I can do? I think is the type of place that I need to be looking. And it's also possible that I'd need to re-enter from the top through the gate. Like, maybe I have to solve other puzzles and come around the outside of the gate before I'll be able to solve this one. That's actually a possibility. Maybe this puzzle is not solvable yet, and I have to be able to exit or re-enter from a bench outside to the north of the gate. Is there a bench outside to the north of the gate? Let's actually look at that. Are there any benches in this vicinity? And... well, what happens? No, I'd have to be able to walk here through Puzzle Land. And is there any other way to get to the outside of the puzzle through Puzzle Land? And so I'm just walking around the entire boundaries of the world. I don't remember where I originally came in. I think that gate is actually the final gate that might be the exit to the whole puzzle. Okay, there is an entrance over here. And what is this? 0%. Uh-oh. XI. So there might be more puzzle space just out here where I have to do more puzzles? This is fraught with peril. Okay. There may be even more I have yet to understand. But I think what I'm deciding is I want to abandon this puzzle for the moment and try other places. Oh, we have to make 3 different snowmen here. That will be probably difficult. How do I imagine this is going to go? All right, let's switch gears. The end of the previous episode, I thought I might be completing this game. Now I do no longer feel that way. Well, I'm just witnessing for myself that I can at least get the start of one snowman like that, which is pretty nice. How much snow do I need to accumulate? Because now I could get a big snowball over here. And then to get another little snowball, or medium-sized snowball, whatever size snowball I'm trying to get. I guess I could do that and get it over there. And then I could get some little ones onto there. And then in order to get another big one... so the problem is I need to use all of the snow. So there's a bit of snow in the middle back that I was not able to access. And as a result, I don't have enough snow to complete my 3rd snowman, because I can't make another middle-sized ball. So I do need to use all the snow, and so the question becomes, how do I reach that little back section? I think that is going to be one of the key insights to solving this particular puzzle. And I can't waste any snow, so I can't do like extra accumulation with one. However, I might be able to... So suppose I did that. And this. Can I still get one of these little guys in there? Perhaps, maybe? I have space that I can push these around down here, which works to my advantage because it means that I can push this guy up here and then into this... Oh, I can't get him into the corner. No, that's dumb. Can't get him in there. What if instead I had first pushed this to the left and then pushed him here to utilize that? That's still acceptable. And then one of these guys, this seems plausible still. One of these guys could go up here and use that bit of snow. And then this guy could use that bit of snow. I can no longer push a little guy on top of this, though. I just realized. So before I do this, I need to get a little guy in there. Can I get a little guy in there? I think the answer is... Oops. I think the answer is yes. So complete the snowman in the back while it's still accessible. There we go. Now that Rob is done, then I can start building the snowman over here. And I can also start building the snowman over here, and then I can do things pretty much in any order I want. Because we are going to complete it. Okay. Happy with the reasoning there. And I do feel like I should try to solve every other puzzle before I hit that one puzzle. Look at these guys' hats. They're great. There's another doorway here. That's going to be the solution. So I could trap something against the right wall. Something, something, something. I could have noticed that because the hedges are thinner where the doorways are about to appear, I think. And so that was partially my own failure in observation, that I did not notice that. I see the 2 benches here, and so I already have a sense of how this is going to get solved, despite looking impossible. So, but only a sense. Suppose I push you up here, and then where? Where indeed? I think you could sit here, question mark. I think that's going to be problematic. Yeah, because this is not enough of a move. Oh, no, it is, because now I can push down if I come from another bench. So let's take a nap. And go back to here. Yeah, okay, so this has become an essential mechanic to the entire game. Or perhaps there was an easier way to solve this one that I failed to notice. But I feel like being able to re-enter and now push this guy to the south ends up being kind of the key move. Because now I can do this, followed by this, followed by this. All right. So let's open up as much as we can. Alex, we already have 2 mid-sized snowballs. The problem is that guy is pinned to the north. There don't appear to be any other hedges that are going to open. So it does seem like we are going to be stuck to the north. And so if I'm stuck to the north, then how is this ever going to work? Because both of these need to get pushed to the north if I'm stuck to the north, and pushing either one to the north will cause it to accumulate snow, and only one of them can accumulate snow. The only way to move both of them with only one of them accumulating snow is to do this. However, then I cannot push from the north to get the little one on here unless I can go through the hedge or lean against the hedge and have something amazing happen. That doesn't seem to be happening. And I don't see another way to kind of interact in this area. Oh, I might be able to push that. No, I can't leave this puzzle because there's no bench in here to leave it from. Unless somehow there is. I am curious, what happens if I do... Just out of curiosity, if I do this, walk out, walk around, without going through benches, can I re-enter this puzzle here? I can, and I can push it to the south. So that's another mechanic that I had not yet taken advantage of. And presumably could help solve this puzzle, maybe? Is there a way to take advantage of that? I'm uncertain as of yet. The problem is I don't see a way to get... Like, the small one has to say small, so someone would already have mopped up snow. And now I'm kind of already lost. If I do this, it doesn't really help me. If I push you down there, you accumulate snow, which is no good. If I do, like, this number first, it doesn't really help me with anything. If I do this, I end up with 2 large snowballs. So... how can I reason about this? And does coming from this entrance ever help? Let's suppose I have to push both of the south snowballs to the north. Only one of them is allowed to accumulate snow. That's a big problem. If it's this one, I can't ever get to a point to where I can press that one to the place where I can get to the other side. I feel like I'm missing something important also in this puzzle. And whereas with previous puzzles, it helped me to look around outside in the world to try to figure it out, with this one, I don't feel like that's the case. Okay, after staring at this one for probably like 10 minutes on my own, I think I finally figured something out. Which is I can do this cute move. And now from over here, I think I need to mop this up. I'm not entirely certain. But if I do that, then I think I can push you next to this guy, so that guy never is going to need to accumulate any snow. And then this guy can go over here, and this guy can go up here. Haha! I did it, Alex. Okay. So where does that leave me in terms of unsolved puzzles? This reads 83%. And who has not yet been solved? There are more over here, so let's work on them next. This does not look bad at a glance. Who is going to mop up a bunch of snow here? And do I want to push the middle one out first? One of these is pinned to the top unless I solve a puzzle over here and open this door. Let's imagine I can solve this, though. Let's not think about that just yet. So if I just do... Suppose I do this. You are pinned to the top, which means you're going to have to be at least medium size. I might see a solution though, hold on. Which means you could be the large size. Somehow. How would I get to the south of you without accumulating more snow? I don't see a way. Suppose instead, if that guy's medium, that's never going to work. Yeah, this is already quite difficult. It feels like I have to push this guy left or right. I eventually need a small snowball. Ah, perhaps I can have this guy mop up some extra snow so that the bottom guy, well, can this work? If you do that, I can push you over here, push you out of the way. I believe this will work. Push you up there. Yes. Haha. Okay. It's nice to have another straightforward puzzle. Good job, Willow. And that's opened up more flooring for me here, which might help. So I've already got 2 large snowballs. I need to create 2 snowmen. It looks like I have a bit of mopping up to do because I only need 2 accumulations in order to make this happen. So I want to mop up, and presumably the 2 might be like here and here. So I probably want to mop up as much other snow as I can, would be my guess. And also, even walking around this tree is fraught with peril. But I can do this, and then exit and re-enter, which is a little bit interesting. But at some point I'm going to need to get around you somehow. So I'm guessing I need to do... Oh, that's not going to work. Hold on. How do I ever move this snowball anywhere ever? The answer is... like this. It's not hard. Okay, so this snowball is coming out. That's great and all. Actually, it's not that great. Is it that great? I can't make you any larger. You could go briefly here, but that doesn't really help me. Yeah, I don't like what I've done there, but it's given me some ideas. So if I want to move you... somewhere... I guess I can do this. Do this. Come around here. I eventually... I think I can still exit the puzzle from one side and come back out the other side and do something here and have it work out. So I've only got one accumulation left is the problem. And it's going to have to be with this guy crossing from left to right. And this is currently unsolvable that way, so... if instead I push this one, then the others would have pathways to get around. So suppose now I take one of these over here, and then take the other one, the same path. Oh. I needed to not accumulate any snow. Hold on. These have to be the two little ones. And this has to be the medium-sized one. But... So... this doesn't work. On a scale from 1 to not working, this doesn't work. Okay. I feel like I'm close. In order to get from left to right, feels like I'm going to have to do this. I will need to mop up as little snow as possible. And so it feels like... yeah, I think I want to have as much snow mopped up as I can with this big one. And then it feels like I need to be able to make the transition, but also be able to move around in interesting other ways. Ah, for example... I could mop up some snow over here, maybe? What if I mopped up this snow? And if I mop up this snow... this is actually pretty interesting. I can push you over here. Push you down here. Bring this guy all the way back to the left and then make my snowman. I think I can do this. Because here's what I'm picturing. That one can go there. I can walk back. Uh-oh. My camera didn't follow my guy there for a minute. You saw it. It was crazy. Fix your game, game developers. Then if I were to push this out of the way temporarily, then I could once again exit this room. Come up here. I'm almost there. Give me a second. Actually, put this here. Switch this guy over here. This one can go over here. This guy can accumulate a little bit more snow and go over here, and then I think I have travel for both of these guys to make it to the end. No, because I didn't give myself right. Okay, I see the problem that I left myself with. Is there a way to solve that anytime recently? Sadly, no. I needed the big one to clear up a little bit more snow out here, and I can't exit back out of the puzzle. Okay. But I think I know what I'm doing. So, mop up as much snow as possible here. After having done that, go ahead and do some kind of dance to get these guys separated. Is this still possible? I think so. Because I think I could do this still. And then I have to make sure I push the middle one out is the key over here. So I think this guy can go in the corner. Oh, except for I forgot to, I need to have this guy mop up the other side. So hold on. So back over here, I need you to mop up the other side first, which is not possible yet. When is it possible? I needed to move this around first somehow. So while this guy was small, push this around somewhere. Wrong spot. Then use big guy to mop up more snow. There we go. Now I'm mopping up like all the snow. And at this point, I might not even need to mop up any more snow because all those guys could get through and I could have one cross that and one cross that. Yeah, I think I'm basically solved. I do need you to swap with me really quick. Which you can do, I think, by doing this. Now I think this guy, it's okay to mop up more snow. There's plenty of snow around. So someone needs to accumulate. Let's have it be you. You accumulate a little bit of snow there. Then you can go make a snowman. Then let's have you accumulate a little bit of snow. And I can move you back to the north just by exiting the puzzle. And let's just move you carefully out of the way for a moment. And finish up the other snowman. Yeah. Cool. I didn't mean to go there, but that's fine. We're not trying to do move optimization. Richard, we did it. Okay. So where am I at in terms of overall puzzle state now in this world? 87%. That's still not as high as I would have thought. There obviously is still this puzzle to do, but what else is there? Let's grab the telescope and see if we can see what remains. This time I will be patient. So in the upper right, I see some snowballs, an incompleted snowman. Where else can I witness such things? It seems to have stopped zooming out, and that's all that I see. So that worries me a little bit. So it seems like there is something that I need to do in this puzzle yet. It seems to me there was another telescope on the left edge, and so I just want to walk over there and try to get a look at it. I don't remember exactly where that telescope was, but let's wake up over here. Here it is. Great. And just see if I witness any other puzzles that are further to the left. that are not yet complete. Can I see the left edge of the map? I believe that is the left edge of the map. So it does feel like that one puzzle is the one puzzle remaining here. And then the other question I'm curious about is, what is up with this guy saying 0%? So there's an implication that there's some kind of meta-puzzling or something that needs to be done that I don't yet understand. And so suppose I walk out the front door. Is that a thing I can do? No, because there's a fence here too. Okay. So the only puzzle that I currently know exists that I have access to is this difficult one in the upper right. So I guess I'll have to focus on that before next time, and then just try to figure out something from there. That sounds correct. This is worrisome. And I'm not sure exactly where I am in an episode, because I had some thinking in the middle, but let's imagine that I'm going to say I hope as always that you all are having a great day, and next time I'll be able to solve this puzzle and find out where the other puzzles are hiding. That sounds good to me. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.